Hey there everybody, it is Lee Justice here with Going Loud Gaming. If you've watched my last video, you'll know that I don't really know what to do with this account yet, but I decided in the meantime, while I'm waiting on a few responses, that I would bring you one of my favorite newest games on the PSN, and I believe it's on the Xbox Live Marketplace as well. As you can see by the title here on the screen, Life is Strange. It's an episodic game series, much to the tune of what you would see from Telltale Games with, Tales from the Borderlands or, The Walking Dead, much in the style of those games. Slightly better graphics because they aren't fucking cell shaded, which I hate beyond all belief. But they still kind of have a cell shaded kind of look. It's kind of a confusing art style. You'll see what I mean when I start the game. And I don't know, this game really it gripped my attention. I really liked it. You'll see here when this thing loads up, you'll see that I've actually played the game. I've actually played the game twice in these two profiles. This third one was my girlfriend's playthrough, and I am actually going to delete my second playthrough, and we are going to play this game from scratch. You can see here in my first save game, I've played all the way through episode 2, which is the most recent episode out at the time of recording this, March 25th, 2015. So I'm going to start from the beginning of the first episode, totally new. Of course, I know a little bit about this game already, so I might make some educated decisions when it comes to, the decisions that you have to make in this game, but hopefully this will be all new to you guys. If Well, people say the less you know about this game, the better. You do need to know a little bit about this game, though, because there is remarkably little information out there that you can find without looking up gameplay videos. Before I bought this game, I was trying to see what kind of game it was. I heard, a little bit about rewinding time, and that was it. That's pretty much all I heard. I saw pretty average-looking still shots, nothing that looked too impressive. And then I heard it was a lot like a Telltale game, so I thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I like all the Telltale games. That whole time travel in a realistic setting thing kind of interests me, so I said, fine, I'll give this game a shot. Went out, bought it. Fantastic game. If that sounds even remotely interesting to you, I recommend you click off this video now, go buy this game, play it, come back, then watch my playthrough. This game is probably one of the best games on, probably one of the best new games on PSN, and I wouldn't know about Xbox Live because I'm not really up to date on the games that are on there. But without further ado, let's get started. Life is Strange. Sorry if you guys could hear that. I was taking a sip of water out of a glass bottle. "'Twas a dark and stormy night. The one thing that kind of threw me off here was seeing those raindrops on the ground kind of being square. I thought, oh god, here we go, shitty game. But the game actually surprised me, so I mean, don't bash on it for its graphics, because it's not the most graphically impressive thing you'll ever see.
Where am I? What's happening?
I'll try not to talk over the game dialogue.
Storm? How did I get here? And where is here? Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
So we're in control now. I'm gonna be a little meta here and look at her shirt. In the second episode, I already know that her shirt is different. so I don't know why she'll be wearing the shirt now. You'll see what I mean by that later on. As for setting, this game has a very unique setting that, I don't know, it feels natural to me, but also just a little bit mysterious and weird. Again, you'll see here there is like broken up pieces of the terrain here that are kind of in squares. You're gonna see quite a bit of stuff like that, but try not to judge it just off of, you know, the squarey blockiness. This was actually one of the coolest effects that I've seen in a game in a long time. Very cool tornado. Obviously not realistic looking, but it looks very neat. I also think it's weird that you can obviously see the tornado from here. She doesn't react to it until you get over here, I believe. But that's just a little, you know, idiosyncrasy in most games. You can see something from far away, but the main character won't react to it until you're close up. It can be forgiven.
That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I'm okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black and white?
I didn't fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria.
So I'm back in, you know, control of the game here, controlling the camera. You can see here just from looking at an object that it's very much like a Walking Dead control scheme. Look at the thing, click the button.
Frankly, it's
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
bullshit.
And that's it.
Keep that to yourself.
Very much
Seriously,
controlling
I
like
could frame any one
I
of you in
can't
the dark.
believe I still
Walking
have
Dead.
this pencil
Capture
case.
you in a
I should
moment of
upgrade to the
desperation.
21st century.
And any one
But
of you could
I
do
like
that
it
to
old
me.
school.
one thing that I think
Isn't
is
that
pretty
too
neat
easy?
is
Anybody else looked at this?
this journal.
What they think?
This is really your main source of background story in this world, because right here, October 1st, this is the entry from October 1st, you can really see, like, you know, everything that goes on today, everything that you already know about moving forward, but you can also go back and see, like, you know, things that she wrote in here previous to the game starting. You know, living in Seattle, getting accepted to Blackwell Academy, where we currently are, that kind of thing, which I thought was a really neat way to implement story without making it too direct. And this journal will update throughout the game, which I didn't realize on my first playthrough. So when you get to the end of the game, I recommend that you go into this journal, which I know on PS4 is just clicking the touchpad. I'm not sure about the Xbox One, though. I don't even know if this game is on Xbox One, actually. I'll have to look that up later. But yeah, this journal pretty much contains everything. The people that you meet, you'll get, you know, bios of them if you click on their picture. These are the episodes, which I don't really understand. Oh, because this is... You take pictures throughout the levels, and you get trophies for taking the pictures. This just kind of keeps track of what pictures you took in what episode. This is locations. This is a new one, actually. I guess they added that with episode 2. So you can, you know, I guess get bios on the locations? No. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I'll look more at that later. You got text messages that you can look through. You'll get text alerts sometimes. And yeah, I just think that
Anybody else looked at
the
this?
journal
What would they
is
think?
a really cool way to tell some background story. I'm going to cut the video off here. I'm going to go to part 2 where we'll actually get into, you know, a little bit of actual gameplay. And